Everybody, my name is Circuits One, Nicole, and I run the Diana Initiative, and we are here with Hacker Summer Camp 101. And today we have Star from Lonely Hackers. So I've heard rumor, Lonely Hackers, are you guys about dating? Like, what exactly is Lonely Hackers?
Oh my gosh. So I heard that for the first time. Actually, I've been part of Lonely Hackers for the last 3 years or almost four. And within the last 2 months, I heard that not just once, but repeatedly. So I get it from the name, but we're definitely not dating. Um, Lonely Hackers was meant to be not necessarily a new or noob place, but we're certainly welcoming. The main point was that if you were by yourself and you're headed to DEF CON and you needed a crew, that's us. So that's exactly how I found my way there. And the thing is that none of us actually leave. So we end up being a group of probably under 1,000 active, but close to it, and several thousand registered and still pop in from time to time.
Awesome. And for anyone, I've seen so many posts on the Reddit for the DEF CON subreddit and in the forum of people saying, like, planning to come and I'm coming alone and I don't know what to do.
Right.
And this is the answer. This is join ahead of time, find
Mm-hmm.
some friends, and then you aren't going alone. Problem
Hun-
solved.
Dude, you nailed it because our origin story is actually that's where we started was as part of the subreddit for DEF CON. We ended up realizing that the same questions keep coming up over and over, and it's very like daunting, right? You don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're staying, you don't know where the parties are, and God forbid you show up and you're by yourself, and it's like literally, I was almost in tears trying to find where the goons under the stairs, which was the only directive I was given on site, were to find my fucking badge for the first time. And it was an effort. And I have to say, I had to text somebody from the front of, oh my gosh, it's going to escape me, but it's the Stoner restaurant that's in the Flamingo. It has a Stoner name. I've already forgotten it, but it's a breakfast joint up the escalators. And I was like, I can't find anybody. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hash
I'm going to
House a
start.
Go Go?
Thank you. That one started having a mild panic attack, and I took a picture from the front of the restaurant, and my friends came and found me. And my friends, I mean the people I met on Telegram in the months prior to DEF CON. So join the Telegram. It's on lonelyhackers.club. We're on there literally 365 days a year, pretty much 24 hours a day. There's people from all over the world, and they are the people that will be your people if you need a hand to find your path at DEF CON for sure.
So obviously, you are noob friendly.
Very.
Uh, what about kids? Because there's a lot of people who, bring their 16-year-old or 14-year-old. Do you want kids in the group or like no?
I probably not so much. But also like that's because we have kids and we don't want to deal with them all the time. I don't want to speak entirely. Like if I will say this, my favorite volunteer, I had no freaking clue how old he was. I was shocked. And he used to talk his mom apparently into he's not allowed to be online, he's not allowed to have friends on the internet, but having computer support was a-okay. So he used to package the shit that he was coming to hang out with his computer friends to do some sort of like official business. That kid was the best volunteer, and I would have never in a million years known that he was 16. And he was 16, he was with me until he was 17, 18, and he came back this year. So we do, if you're like a cool kid, maybe. Not cool like cool, but cool like hang.
All right, awesome. Now, you are going to be at DEF CON this year because other acceptances
Absolutely.
have gone out.
Yep.
You obviously are doing a lot of heavy lifting before DEF CON. What are you doing during DEF CON?
Yeah, so during DEF CON, we're actually collaborating with other communities like OWASP and like TDI and others involved in trying to do resume reviews to help people kind of find their way and get some reality-based answers for why their resume may be failing or why the bots are winning. But we're trying to add value to people that are either newer in their journey or want to do a CTF. So we've got CTFs, we've got badge building, we've got workshops, we've got kind of kick it and hang out and do. One of the other admins is really into mechanical keyboards and making them like custom, and he actually has a talk going on. So shout out to Kind of Sus Bro, here for it. Lots of stuff.
So Yeah, it sounds like there's a bunch of stuff. And for anyone who's unaware, like until you get super involved in DEF CON, you don't realize there's different stuff. There's communities, there's
Sure.
villages, there's contests, there's events.
Hmm.
And so they are different, although from the outside they may all seem very similar. So I believe you guys are going to be with us in the community space, right?
We are, but the community space is kind of wide reaching. So LHC is actually closer to TDI, but other communities like OWASP and WISP are on the main floor. So I think it just is a matter of space planning and we get in where we fit in. But I would look at communities not as less than by any stretch, but maybe smaller than. So if you don't need such a footprint, but really they're very equal to villages. Or here's the fuckery, the other side, it might be somebody who's only there for 4 hours. So I know TDI is an enduring community, LHC is an enduring community. We'll be there for the duration of the event, having content throughout. So check Hacker Tracker, check socials, but really Hacker Tracker.
And for anybody who hasn't read all the 101 advice yet, hackersummercamp.guide, and in there we definitely tell you please install the Hacker Tracker and please go ahead and make sure that you talk to the info booth when you get lost, because sometimes it's really hard to understand those maps. The info booth people are awesome. Just go ask them a question. If you don't even know what question to ask, you can swing probably by Lonely Hackers or TDI and just be like, help. And we will help you figure out what it is you even want to start with. And then you can go talk to the info booth.
And when in doubt, find a red shirt. They're goons, safe people, safe directives. They'll help you find the thing to find the next thing. So
if they're busy and grumpy, go to another one, because sometimes they are very busy and very grumpy. But there will be ones who are literally wandering around and will be happy to
I just yell
help.
chicken, and I'm like, I make funny sounds and stuff, and that's how you diffuse the grumpy. Just be crazier than the grumpy.
All right, so we figured out who you're for
Yep.
and where you're going to be. Do you sell anything? Like, there's a lot of people who either give away or sell electronic badges or anything like that.
I do know that there is definitely an electronic badge component. I'm not 100%, if I'm honest, just with tariffs and all, so I don't want to misspeak, but there may be things for sale or they might be free. But there will definitely be electronic badges, but we don't generally try to promote things for sale. We're just really all about community and making sure that people have a friend group to go. We kind of have a whole litany of like little LHC specific things. So you might find somebody telling you about SushiCon or High Roller Con, or having like I usually organize kind of an admin type of thing where if there's a seat, anybody is welcome to sign up. So like everybody can come to dinner. Last year we did this crazy steakhouse. The year before we did another crazy steakhouse with social engineering. So lots of fun, lots of antics, but generally just people that will be there for you all year long and help you make the most out of DEF CON.
Great. And if they want to kind of follow along, is the website and getting into the Telegram the best way to do that? Or would
100%.
looking at like the forum or the subreddit?
No, we exist on Telegram, and the URL to get the invite to Telegram is lonelyhackers.club, and that is absolutely where the community is built. It thrives. There's people there even lurking. Like I was recognized for the first time from Lonely Hackers Club last year, actually at TDI by 2 different community members that I didn't even know existed, but it's because they got what they needed out of the community just kind of by proxy, and they were like, oh, that lady is a real lady. Let me go talk to her. So it happened, and it was beautiful, and I was super stoked about it.
You mean you can pass that "Are you human" test on the
Sometimes,
website?
not all the time, but sometimes. Don't ask me to solve those pointy puzzles because those are just fucked all the time.
All right, so I think the kind of final thing is if someone is thinking about coming to DEF CON and thinking about, you know, what they want to do in the lead up to prepare for DEF CON slash, you know, come up with some kind of plan when they land, what is your advice to them?
It's really super easy. I send them the DEF CON documentary, and then I send them your video series because TDI put out the best overview of villages you may not have heard of, as well as ones that you might have. And it's the easiest onboarding to experience it. And then from there, if you're like, gosh, I really want somebody human to be there with me in person, definitely go to lonelyhackers.club and do the Telegram link and join the conversation.
Awesome. Well, anyone who's thinking of coming this year, we hope to see you. If you
Heck
can't
yeah.
make it, as always, DEF CON puts everything available on their media server and the internet. So if this year is not your year, you can certainly catch up with everybody online and maybe we'll see you next year.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Yay. Bye.